This is the preparation for the level C1 international test of Pearson PTE. Okay, so this is the command. Could you please read it, Ana Paula?
You have read the article about readers of fiction. Write a response to the article with your own views on the subject for a college magazine. Write about 120 to 150 words. In your article, you should explain why you think more women than men read fiction. Explain what kind of books your female and male friends read, and give your views on the importance of reading fiction.
Very good. So first point, we have to see if the number is fine. Yes. The number, let me put my glasses on. Otherwise, I cannot see well. So yes, this has 131 words and it's correct. So first point accomplished. You have to see that you have done all of these three things. Read it quickly and tell me if there is some information that is still missing that you have to put it here.
Well, as a woman, I understand why women enjoy reading fiction. This type of book expresses a sincerely experience of what will not happen in real life. Enjoying something that is not real, take out of the cage of women's mind. On the other hand, men get on with science fiction books that express facts, experiments, or something relatable that can be proved. Is a clear example of how boys tend to explain what is happening in the world. In other words, women like to escape from reality and men enjoy the reality. It is important to explain that not because women escape from reality is a way to stop their performance. It's like a half of break from the real life, and it's relaxing for our brain and analysis condition.
Very good. Betsy, welcome.
Hi, Sandra. I'm sorry I'm late. I'm sick.
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. I understand. So we are checking now Ana Paula's written task on this subject about the article about readers of fiction. So take a look. The number of words is correct. Why women and men read fiction is also there. What kinds of books your female and male friends read is not there. So you have, when you write, you have to make sure first you have completed the number of words. So must be in this range. So this is accomplished. And then you have to make sure the 3 bullet points are here. And you didn't include this one. And if you don't know this information, you can make up the information, but you have to include it somehow, right? And give your views on the importance of reading fiction. And since it's written views, it means that you have to write at least 2 sentences or 2 ideas, very briefly, but 2 ideas on the importance of reading fiction. And it's not here, right? So maybe this part, but it's not very clear. So we are going to take a look at these different aspects and what we have to correct. So Betsy and Paula, reading this again, tell me what are the mistakes that maybe you can see from this reading. No? So let's
Maybe,
go
maybe
ahead.
I have repeated a lot of some words like the first part.
The first part is good. The start is very good. As a woman, I understand why women enjoy reading fiction. So we start with this. These types of books must be these types of books. But let's take a look at this. Let's go to the grammar. Let's go to the grammar. Something that express a sincerely experience, right? Remember, sincerely is an adverb and it's not an adjective. An adverb describes a verb. So most of the time, not always, but most of the time, adverbs they fit just right after the verb. So, I understand well. Not good, but well. I understand well. I understand really well. So, well is the adverb and it modifies or it gives some information about the verb. While adjectives, they give information about a noun. So, it expresses a sincere experience. So you can say authentic or genuine. Take out of the cage of women's mind. This is confusing because remember, when you try to use figurative language or something that in Spanish is very clear, better don't do it because figurative language in English is maybe different. So try to use straight language or a phrase that is easy to understand. Instead of this, free the mind of women or offer women a mental scale. Books that express facts, experiments, or something relatable that can be proved. In this case, this part I have to explain to you because express is used for emotions. In Spanish, it's different. The same verb, we can say expresa hechos, right? So that's totally fine. But in English, it's not the case. So let's take a look at this because this one is important because we are going to use this very often. I don't know, Betsy, would you like to read or you don't feel like reading now?
Yes, I can read.
Okay, so could you read, please, the first part?
The verb express means to convey or communicate ideas, emotions, or opinions, usually in a personal or creative way. However, facts are objective pieces of information and are not typically expressed, but rather present, explored, demonstrated, or stated.
Very good. And this is important. Express is for emotions, for something creative. I wanted to express my emotions, my feelings, or my opinion, right? So you communicate an idea, you express an idea. But when you talk about facts, so facts are presented, explore, state, or provide. So when you want to talk about facts, the men, they like facts. So books that present facts, that state facts or provide facts. And then have this in mind because you are going to use it for the exam. Is a clearly example? Again, no, because clearly is an adverb. So here you need to use an adjective, clear example. Enjoy something that's not real, take out of the cage of women's mind. Again, this is figurative language. And when you have idiomatic expressions or figurative language that make sense in Spanish, don't use it in English because it may be incorrect. So enjoying something that's not real frees women's mind. Enjoying, when you use the gerund as a subject, like in this case, the conjugation of the verb is always singular. So frees, or in this case was takes. But in my opinion is more, it sounds better, frees women's mind. It's a half of break from real life. Also, it's better to say it's like a brief break from real life. And analysis conditions, in this case, doesn't make sense, improved mental clarity. So remember, you're going to express like a deeper idea for this level, but use very clear language. And then try to use better verbs. So this is a suggested version from what you wrote. So could you please, Ana Paula, read the first paragraph?
As a woman, I understand why many women enjoy reading fiction. This book often offers an escape from reality, allowing readers to explore emotions and scenarios that are unlikely to occur in real life. In contrast, many men gravitate toward genres like science fiction or nonfiction, which explore facts, experiments, or relatable ideas rooted in reality. This reflects a difference in interest. Women may seek emotional exploration, while men often prefer tangible, evidence-based stories.
Very good. So in this part, this is like your example, but what you do, you still are using sentences that are kind of short. You use the active phrases. It means subject plus verb, right? And now you use also different expressions like verbs that are not just give, present, but allowing readers to explore emotions, gravitate, explored, not express facts, but explored. Ideas that are rooted in reality. This reflects a difference in interest. Women may seek emotional exploration. Remember that you also can use modal verbs to express some ideas. You're not totally sure about it, but there is a probability women may seek. You can also use this kind of composed adjectives, evidence-based. You are going to use also some connectors. You don't have to use a lot, like in contrast, because the question asks about a contrast between women and men, and while. That's it. So, Betsy, could you please read the second paragraph?
Reading fiction is important for everyone, regardless of gender. It provides a mental break from daily routines, stimulates creativity, and enhances empathy by allowing readers to experience life from different perspectives. Among my friends, women enjoy romantic novels and dramas, while men often prefer thrillers or science fiction. Fiction ultimately enriches the mind and nurtures imagination.
Very good. So here you are answering the question about what kind of books your friends read and why reading fiction is important. Remember that you don't have to be worried about using high-level verbs, but when you finish writing, you can say, okay, here I can change a little bit, and you can do it quickly if you have these verbs in mind, because you're going to repeat the same things, right? So this is, I thought it was Betsy's, but this one is you, Ana Paula, and you can, with more practice and more reading, you can improve your writing, because this one is like B1, B2, and you have to improve like the level in this aspect, in the writing. So with this one, let me stop the recording.